Um, I should start over. I just turned on my mic. So again, my name is JC, and this is Dad Bod with JC. Um, Come at you 60 minutes a day typically. Um, Lately, it's been a little shorter. I'm going through these lists a little quicker, which is a good thing because I'm able to do it. And yeah, and if you do exercise consistently, you should see an improvement. Um, Yeah, so I'll get started with cat cow. So I think my mic is on now. Yeah, it looks on. So I'll get going with it. Here's cat cow. Uh, Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and get in the cow position. Bring them back down for the cow and up for the cat. I'm going to do 5 of these. So 5, 4. I just count them out when I get back to the cat position. 3, 2, and 1. So I have been missing a couple days. I ended up getting busy with other stuff. Um, I played a bunch of tennis over the weekend. That kind of counts for the weekend. But yeah, in general, I'm trying to get about at least 60 minutes a day of exercise. Some days it's more. Second set of cat cows coming up. Cow. Cat for 5. Cow. Cat 4. Cow. Cat 3. Cow. Cat 2. Cow. Cat 1. And done with cat cows. I like to start with cat cows on my stretching days because it's a really gentle way to get started with a session. Because most of these going forward have a little bit more going on with them. Child's pose is also pretty gentle. Just getting started, warming up muscle groups and warming up for the stretches. I'm also going to do 2 sets of child's pose. Child's pose is pretty straightforward. You just put your forearms to the mat, put your forehead to the mat as well, and then press your rear end towards your heels. Once I'm in a stretching position, so my back is stretching a little bit, I start my count down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. That's one set of child's pose. Second set of child's pose coming up. I'm just going to get a gulp of air and get ready for the child's pose. Forearms down, forehead down. Stretch. I'm going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it for the child's pose. All right, very nice. Next up is the wall stretch. So for this wall stretch, I just walk up to the wall at a 45-degree angle, put my forearm straight up against the wall, then I use my feet to rotate away until I feel a stretch on my shoulder. Once I feel a stretch on my shoulder, I pull my chin away from the shoulder to add a little bit more to the stretch, and then I hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I repeat on the other side. Over here, I have a wall that's more convenient for my other arm. So putting it there, rotating away, rotating my chin away from that shoulder, and feeling the stretch. I hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. All right. So I have a second set of wall stretch coming up. Just like the first time, I walk up to the wall, about 45-degree angle, use my feet to rotate her out, then rotate my chin out a little bit to add to the stretch a little bit more, and holding here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. The other side now. I rotate away from that shoulder. Feel a nice stretch. Make the stretch a little deeper by bringing my chin around and holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. This is feeling good. So I'm done with the wall stretches. Next up is a trunk rotation. I have a version that I do standing up, but the lying down one seems to be so much more effective. So I'm going to mostly do the lying down version. So I'm going to do 10 reps. 10 reps on each side. So 10 on this one side, 10 on the other side. And I'm going to do 3 sets of the trunk rotation. So for the trunk rotation, I'm going to lie down on my back. My knees are going to be up. And then my knees are going to flop this way, and then my head and my shoulders are going to flop the other way. And I'll get a little rotation in my trunk. And it's a little repetitive, but it's a great little exercise I've enjoyed. So here we go. If you're following along, give a like, follow, subscribe, whatever works where you're viewing. And yeah, I'm going to lay down here and get started. So my knees are going to flop this way. My head and arms are going to flop the other way. My knees and ankles are stacked. They're right on top of each other. And I just hold it on the one side for 2 or 3 seconds. And I switch over. So I'm going to count down from 10. I'm only going to count on this side. Switch. The switch is going to be nice and slow. It takes me a few seconds to switch. Switch again. Remember, this is supposed to be a gentle stretch. If I switched any faster than this, I don't think it would be a gentle stretch. This is 9. I'm counting down, of course. Switch. Switch. Eight. Switch. Switch. 7. Remember to breathe while you're doing this. Get as much air as you can. Breathe them into your muscles. Should relax them. Switch. 6. switch, 5, switch, 4, switch, 3, switch, 2, switch, 1. That's it for the first set. I got 2 more sets of that coming up. That one is very relaxing. So it has the added benefit of relaxing you and allowing your muscles to relax a little bit. I'm going to grab a sip of water before I get started on my next set of trunk rotation. I almost felt like I was starting to take a nap there for a second. All right, here we go. Trunk rotation, second set. Knees flop to this way first. So dropping one way, holding for a quick second or two, and then switching to the other. I'm counting down from 10. Switch. Switch. Nine. Switch. Switch. 8. Switch. 7. Switch. 6. Switch. 5. Switch. 4. Switch. 3. Switch. 2. Switch. 1. And that's the second set. I'm going to come up for a quick breath of air and just sitting up changes the whole dynamic of this. But here we go again. I'm ready to get started in my third set of trunk rotation. Again, the knees go this way, arms and head go the other way. Provides a little trunk rotation right through the middle. And it just activates the core a small amount. When you're switching, try to focus on the core being the driver of the switch, not just the legs or the arms. That should help activate the core. And that's something I hadn't been doing here in the first 2 sets. I'll do that more in this third set. It probably won't look very different, but it should feel different if you're using primarily the core to make some of these movements. So I'll get going. All right. So knees drop off to the one side, shoulders and head drop off to the other. Switch. Counting down from 10. Switch. Switch. For 9. Switch. Eight. Switch. Switch. 7. Switch. Switch. 6. Switch. Switch. 5. Switch. Switch. 4. Switch. Switch. 3. Switch. Switch. 2. Switch. Switch. And 1. And that's it. That is it for the trunk rotations. Next one up is one of my favorites, the shoulder roll. I always get benefit out of this. My shoulders are always tight. I work a desk job, so hunched over like a lot of people, just hunched over the computer quite often. So the shoulder rolls really help loosen that up, and it's always needing a loosening up the shoulders. So for the shoulder roll, start by shaking out the arms. It's just a small amount here. Bringing up the shoulders towards the ears. I go forwards for 10 and backwards for 10. So up to the ears, forwards, down, and back with the shoulders. And back up for 10, counting down from 10. Roll them around for 9, 8, 7. Hey, thanks for the like. 6, 5, 4. I go nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. Now that's halfway through. Now my shoulders are up, but now I go back and go back the other way. Now down, now forwards, back up again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it for the first set of shoulder rolls. I got 2 sets of shoulder rolls coming up, or one more set of shoulder rolls coming up. I need a little bit of water. Anytime you're exercising, and especially when you're stretching, you want to keep hydrated. I mean, the water's what lets your muscles flow. If you're dehydrated, you're just going to hurt yourself. It's that simple. Over the weekend, I played 2 hours of tennis in pretty hot weather, and I think my fitness level is actually going up because I remember when I was a kid or when I was much younger, much fitter, I would play tennis and I would just be sopping in wet sweat. And, more recently, last 10, 20 years, that wasn't exactly the case. But this Sunday, I went out there, and boy, the sweat just poured. I was wet from tip to toe, like everything. And my understanding is that's a sign of fitness. Like I'm fully hydrated, and my body is able to just churn through the heat by getting rid of moisture and cooling off that way. And that's just a sign of fitness. It's what I understand. I might be wrong, but it felt a ton better though. Being covered in sweat, I felt younger. All right, next up, second set of shoulder rolls. Here we go. Again, I start with the shoulders going up, then forwards, then down, then back, counting down from 10. Keeping going in that direction. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And backwards. Up, back, down, forwards. And keep rolling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That was the shoulder rolls. Next one up is called the neck flex. So basically, I'm rolling my neck from from one side to the other, and just going from one side down the middle, other side, and then back the other way. 3 times, so 3 reps, and then 3 sets, so about 9 times altogether. Okay, I'm going to get started with a neck flex. Not to be confused with Netflix. All right, neck flex coming up. I'm going to start with my head tilting this way. So I'm going to go off to this way. I'm just going to hold it for 1 or 2 seconds. Then chin goes down the middle, head goes down. Move the head to the other side. That's 1. Back down the middle. Original side. Down the middle. Opposite side. For 2 reps. Down the middle. Original side. Down the middle. Opposite side. For 3. So that's 1 set of the neck flex. I'm going to have a little water, and I'm going to get started with the second set. Okay, second set coming up here. Off to one side. Feel the stretch along the stretch part of the neck. Chin down the middle. Opposite side. That's 1. Down the middle. Original side. Down the middle. Opposite side. For 2. Down the middle. Original side. Down the middle. Opposite side. And that's 3. All right, that's pretty good. It's very relaxing. I know I'm tired because as I do these stretches, I want to fall asleep. So that's just a sign of needing some more sleep. Got one more set of the neck flex, and got like 6 more exercises left. So again, original side. Feel that nice stretch on the neck. Down the middle. Opposite side. For 1. Down the middle. Original side. Down the middle. Opposite side. For 2. Down the middle. Original side. Down the middle. Opposite side. For 3. And relax. All right. That's it for the neck flex. I can even see neck flex a lot easier after doing the neck flex, because originally it comes out as net flex sometimes. All right, here we go. Overhead arm reach. For the overhead arm reach, I'm going to do this 2 sets of this. It's pretty straightforward. My legs are slightly apart, like I guess shoulder width apart. I bring up my arms mostly straight, and then I bend to one side, and I hold for a 4 count. So I bend to this one side along the same plane. I don't go forwards, I don't go backwards. I'm along the same plane as my spine, my neck, my head. And I think that's about a 4 count. Then slowly turn the other way. Not turn the other way, I guess stretch the other direction. Once I feel a good stretch, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. That's 1 set of the overhead arm reach. Second set will be coming up in a few seconds here. I'm just going to shake out anything that needs shaking out around my back, my shoulders. It's a simple stretch, but it really does get the job done. It's activating my shoulders. So here we go. Second set coming up. Arms straight up overhead, fingers interlace and lock straight above. Then then kind of stretching out this one side, buckling in the other. Staying on the same plane with your back. Don't go forwards, don't go backwards. Kind of stay on the same plane for 4, 3, 2, 1. And move back over to the other side. Get a nice stretch on the other side. This is feeling really great on my upper back. Feels like it's stretching the upper back one side at a time. Feeling a good stretch right now. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to neutral, back to the middle. Slowly and release. All right, that was the overhead arm stretch. Arm reach, I should say. We did 2 sets of that. Fairly quick work, fairly quick thing to do, but it loosens up my upper back pretty good. Next up is butterfly wings, this is called. I have some notes attached to it, so I'll read them out real quick. Touch fingertips to shoulders like this, with elbows pointing out to the side. Exhale and slowly pull elbows together in front of you until they touch. So I don't think my elbows actually touch, but I'll try to get them to touch. Breathe in and allow your arms to move to the original position. So it's like a butterfly wing, like this and like that, with both arms. 10 reps of that. So I'm assuming, I didn't have any notes about breathing. I'm going to do 2 sets of this. I don't have any notes about breathing, but I'm assuming there's a lot of breathing going on. Oh, it says exhale. Okay, so exhale and slowly pull elbows towards you. So right now I have to inhale, and now exhale, trying to touch my elbows in front of me. Not really coming close, but you get the idea. So that's 10. 9. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one set of butterfly wings. It's pretty relaxing also. It for me right now, it hit this part of the chest. I don't even know how to describe it. I guess it's just inside of the shoulders. Not quite in the shoulders, just inside of the shoulder right here. Let's see, what else did it hit? It hit my upper back in the same, pretty much the same general area on the back as well. So right through here, yeah, it hit the shoulders pretty good. I have my muscle man here. Yeah, it hit about halfway between the shoulder and the neck, right through the middle, front and back. So nice little exercise. Pulled it off the internet. Never done it before, but it does something to a spot I don't think I've ever stretched before like that. This is a strange little exercise, but it seems to work. All right, second set of butterfly wings coming up again. For the butterfly wings, again, touch the shoulders. Use your fingertips to touch the shoulders. Spread your shoulders nice and wide. Take a big breath in, inhale. And exhale as your elbows try to touch in front of you. My worksheet says touch the elbows. I can't quite do that just yet. Getting closer. That's I'm counting down from 10. Inhale as you go open, and exhale as you close in. 9. Ooh, it's closer. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And that is butterfly wings. I must have been doing something right because I'm even sweating right all over my face. Even on my upper lip, I'm sweating. And it really does feel looser. It's like this straight line right here and similar on my back. Straight line right up my back. Like right here and right there on my muscle man guy. All right. Strange little exercise, but in something else, at first my elbows were really far apart, and now I can almost touch. Ooh, I just touched my forearms there. I kind of rolled them in, but honestly, I didn't think I had that ability to get my elbows almost touching out there. I'm close to being touching, and my forearms touch because they're meaty, I guess. But at some point in time, if I keep doing this, maybe my elbows will touch. I'm really satisfied with that stretch for some reason. It's such an awkward stretch. I didn't think it would work out, but it seems to be working out. All right, next up is 4 sets of the neck extension, backward bending. So remember on the neck flexion or the neck flex, I was just doing the front. This one I'm doing backward bending. So I have notes here. I'm going to read them off real quick. Gently extend the neck by looking upward and bringing the head backward while keeping the shoulders and back stationary. Once the head has gone back as far as it can go without increasing pain, try to hold the stretch for, this says 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds. Why not? I'll count to 6 or 6, 5, I'll count down from 6 before returning the head to neutral. All right. pretty straightforward. It's just a matter of tilting the head straight up, trying to keep the back and the shoulders in the same place, and just bringing the head up, and I guess stretching this front part of the neck, and contracting the back part of the neck, looking straight up if you can, or even further if you can. It's about as far as I'm going to be able to go, I think. Feels. So I'm going to hold this for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Honestly, the first time I did this exercise, it was mind-blowing. The second time, not quite as mind-blowing. Right now, it almost feels normal. I think there's a lot of stretching that needed to happen that hadn't ever happened here because I had never done these exercises. And now this is feeling fairly normal. I got 3 more sets of this neck extension backward bending to go. But this is probably really great for my health in some way. Just because my neck can move, and people's necks need to move. All right, here we go. Second set. Coming back up. So the back of my neck is contracting, the front of my neck is stretching. My back and the shoulder should be in neutral position, more or less. Once I'm stretched as far as I can go, at least I think as far as I can go, I'll count down from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. While my head is tilted back, I'm looking for any little bit of, like looking with my mind and my body, looking for any little bit of a tightness all through here that I can give a little stretch. I'll tug to the left a little bit or right or whatever, and I'll just tug little bits, whatever I think that needs a more stretch. I'll give it a tug, and that seems to be pretty effective for me. 2 more sets of this neck extension backward bending. So here comes the third set. Slowly going straight up. Shoulders are relaxed but straight. Back is relaxed but straight. The front of the neck is what's stretching here. The back of the neck's contracting. And I'm looking for any little thing I can stretch in the front of the neck. Holding for 6. Once I found my best stretch, it'll hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 1 more set of the backward bending neck extension here coming up. Boy, time flies. I thought I would be finishing early, and it doesn't look like I'm going to finish early at all. This stretching stuff, I'm really getting into it apparently. So 1 more set of this backward bending neck extension here. Neck is going straight up. Shoulders are relaxed. Back is relaxed. Neck is still going up. Looking for a stretch. Trying to find any tightness in the front of my neck where I can stretch a little bit. There, I found a little tightness. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to hold this for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And I think that was 4 sets of this. If not, you can always add one to on your own. It might have been 3. Pretty sure it's 4. Now I have a neck flexion forward bending. So pretty much the same deal, only the back is going to flex forward, the chin will contract. Same deal otherwise. So here we go. Forward bending, neck flex. So the chin is down, the back of the neck, I'm searching for anything that needs stretching on the back of the neck. Chin is down, shoulders are pretty much neutral. Back is more or less neutral. Still looking for, oh, okay, I found something I need to stretch. I mean, I'm feeling this all the way, almost to my butt. So what I'm stretching in the back of my neck is stretching muscles that I'm actually feeling stretch close, almost to my butt, not quite to my butt. So I'm going to start counting here from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. And again, you're going to shake it out a tiny bit. Little oozy here. All right, shake it out a little bit more. And again, with a forward bending neck flexion, bringing my chin straight down, chin tucked. The back of my neck is looking for any tightness I can find. I'm bobbing my head a little bit left and right, just looking for some tightness I can stretch out on the back of my neck. Not really finding it this time. So I'm just going to stretch it as best I can. The stretch is, I can feel it all the way through the middle of my back. Just past the middle of my back, I can feel the stretch. So this is basically stretching my shoulder blades out, or parts of my shoulder blades. Holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, it's about pushing yourself to find new things to stretch. And boy, I am finding them. With all the tennis and other workout stuff I do, and desk job that I do, there's tightness in the neck. It just happens. Okay, 2 more sets of the neck flexion. Forward bending. So here we go. So the neck's going forwards. Chin is tucked. Looking for something to stretch. I'm finding lots of stuff to stretch this time. Gonna hold for 6, 5. It's right down the middle on this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. I wonder how that happens. I'm releasing. I wonder how that happens where I'm doing the same exact stretch and it feels different. Just like moments apart from each other. Maybe I stretch the other parts and now I'm stretching this other part. Or maybe it's because I wiggle around and I loosen stuff up. Okay, 1 more set of the forward bending neck flexion coming up here. So I start straight up, tuck my chin a bit, keep flexing the back of my neck open. I'm really feeling it straight down the back. Holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I kind of want to do this longer. It's very relaxing. But I'm going to leave it. Coming back up. I think that was 4 sets of that. Again, I'm a little groggy, a little tired, so not quite sure if that was 4 of them. But you get the idea. You can always pause it and do a 4th one if I didn't do it. Last one, neck rotation. So for this one, I'm just turning the neck side to side here. I'll read off my notes. I have more notes. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. While keeping the back straight and shoulders still, gradually turn the head left as far as it can go naturally without increasing pain. Once the head has reached the rotational limit, hold the stretch for 6 seconds before bringing it back to neutral position. Do the same to the other side. So I'm going to go this side first, and then hold it for a 6 count. Then I go this side, hold that for 6 count. After both sides are done, that's going to be 1 set, and I'm planning on doing 4 sets total. I'm going to pause in between each one. So, okay, starting to rotate the head as far as I can go. Don't forget to breathe. Tighten your core. Core's not doing anything, so you can tighten it and get a little bit of a core workout too. Holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release towards the middle. Move all the way to the other side. Nice and slow. This is about as fast as I can go with knowing for sure that I'm not doing some damage to myself. So I'm stretching the other direction now. I'm feeling a good stretch down around the front of my neck and the side of my neck, holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. That's one set. 3 more sets to go, and then I'll be done. A little bit early. Not that early, but a little bit early. Okay. Second set. Moving off to the one side, just with the head and neck. Finding a stretch, holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back to neutral, continuing on to the other side, and really pushing that neck in the other direction, getting as much rotation as you can, going to the limit as far as you can bear the, I wouldn't call this pain, I would call this a stretch. Holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So yeah, I don't exactly, when I do these stretches, I don't exactly feel pain. I do feel the muscles or whatever it is, cartilage, tendons, ligaments, whatever it is. I do feel some stretchiness, some stretching going on. And there's some discomfort associated with that, the stretchy behavior, stretchy discomfort. And once that gets to a level where I know I'm not breaking anything, but it's giving me a good stretch, that's when I start counting. Every muscle has a different feeling as I stretch it. Like your muscles have a different feeling than your biceps have a different feeling than forearm muscles, leg muscles feel different. But you get the general idea of when you're stretching a muscle, you kind of start to feel the limits, and that's kind of where you stick. You don't want to hurt yourself. This is all to make yourself better. 2 more sets of the neck rotation coming up. I'm gonna wiggle my neck a little bit to loosen things up this way. All right. Oh, I can hear a lot of rattling. It's not necessarily when I shake my head. Why do I hear rattling? I do hear rattling though. It's the neck and cartilage and whatever that it's in there. It's just making little noises. Not exactly clicking noises. My ankle makes clicking noises. It's just cartilage or whatnot making crunching cartilage. Okay. Enough of that. So I'll turn my head to this direction now. Finding a good stretch of the head. Once I find a good stretch, I hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing back to neutral and keep going to the other side. Look for a stretch on the other side. Keep pressing as hard as you can until you find your stretch. Holding there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing. So that's 3 sets done so far. 1 more set to go. Just 1 more sip of water and I'll get going with that last set. Okay, last set coming up. Neck is going off to the side. Finding a stretch, I'm holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing back to the middle. Keeping my head turning to the other side. Finding a stretch. looking for a stretch, finding it, holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing. That's it for my list of things to do here. I do like to close with one forward fold, but before I do, I'll close out saying I'm JC. This has been Dad Bod with JC, and this forward fold is just a full body stretch, full body loosening before I sign off and turn off the camera. So here I release the backs of the legs, the calves, the upper thighs, upper hamstrings, all the way to my lower back, releasing the upper back, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the fingers, rolling back up to releasing the neck, the head, the jaw, the ears, top of the head. It's all released. And slowly come back up. Thanks for stopping by. Give a like, a subscribe, a follow, whatever works best on your end. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.